Welcome to a brand new episode here at The Dells Show. It's your boy DJ Dells. Had to speak about this today. Shit hit the fan with Hulk Hogan. There's supposed to be some video from years ago of Hulk Hogan furious about his daughter and this guy that she was messing with who was black, and there was supposedly a lot of racist remarks in this video. There is stuff all over the internet as far as the dialogue to what he was actually saying. I haven't heard any of it, but I've read tons of stuff from a lot of reliable sources. So, it seems like it's real, being that Hulk Hogan actually even apologized publicly. This is really disappointing for wrestling fans, generations and generations of us that have been loving pro wrestling since we were kids, and then putting our, younger family members onto wrestling and showing them Hulk Hogan clips. And, for instance, he just came back to WWE. It was a pretty cool moment when he came back and he was walking into the ring, and I had my kids with me. They're into wrestling right now, and it was just a cool moment to see Hogan out there and just seeing different generations enjoying this. And now with all this news of all this racist BS that we're hearing right now that has came out of his mouth, which seems to be true, being that he apologized. I mean, why would you apologize if it's not true? Allegedly he said a lot of terrible stuff. It's out there. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but if you want to know, just go to TMZ or any of these news sites and they'll have a list of what he said. It's really bad. It's disappointing, and I'm just curious to see what everyone's opinions are. A lot of people were asking what mine is, and in my opinion, this just destroyed everything that he was about. Like, he was always about, being that role model and being a positive person and, someone who's larger than life and basically a living legend. And now that this happened, it's like, how can you look at him ever the same? Like, it's terrible. He basically destroyed everything that he's built in the past, 25 years, I think he's been in it for. I've been watching him since I was about 5 years old, so, it's a terrible thing. It's really whack. This isn't the first time that he's been accused of being racist. He has this restaurant called Hogan's Beach, and they had this crazy strict dress code, and it was like a list that was insane. Like, no oversized jewelry. Like, what restaurant stops you from wearing jewelry? Like, if you have some bling, like you see the rappers wearing their big blinged out chains. Like, no chains, they were saying, or no shorts, no do-rags or bandanas. Meanwhile, the poster that has this listing has Hogan with the do-rag and no shirt on with the surfboard. It was called Hogan's Beach. It's not like it was some big 5-star restaurant with a name like that, and on the logo you have Hogan with his shirt off. The things that were listed were kind of ridiculous, so a lot of people were pointing fingers at him, saying that there was a lot of racism involved with that dress code. So this isn't the first time we've heard something like this, but this is nothing compared to what has hit the internet today. I'm curious to see what your opinions are on Hulk Hogan. Does this erase everything that you loved about him in the past, or you're gonna accept his apology and move forward, or you never liked Hulk Hogan from the beginning? Hulk Hogan was always an asshole to you. I met Macho Man Randy Savage years ago randomly in New York City. I just bumped into him. He was setting up for this in-store because he had a rap album coming out, and they were setting it up, and it was the craziest experience because I just walked in there because we seen him and we started talking to him. And at that time I was doing a lot of radio. I had my recorder. He was doing radio drops for me. I wish I could find those. I wish I took a picture with Macho Man because, he's one of my favorites. Rest in peace to Macho Man Randy Savage. But, he was talking about Hogan, how he really doesn't like him. He was telling me a lot of crazy stuff about him. He even had a song dissing Hulk Hogan, a rap song, which is great. You got to hear that if you haven't heard that. It's called Be a Man, and he just goes in on Hulk Hogan. But, Macho Man really didn't like Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior didn't like Hulk Hogan. There's a lot of people that have nothing but bad things to say about Hogan. And, now that this has surfaced too, I mean, this is just really bad. If he's saying all this kind of racist stuff, I haven't heard the audio, but it's coming from so many reliable sources that I can't see how it's not true, because, he actually made some public apologies already, so it seems like this is true, allegedly, that he did say this. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you like disgusted where it's like fuck Hulk Hogan, to make a long story longer, or are you willing to forgive him and move on, and you'll always like love all the history from the past? In my opinion, I'm just so disgusted by this, what I've read, that I don't know, man. I just can't look at him the same. Like, my first reaction is, this is terrible. I don't blame WWE for, you know, removing all the stuff off the site, because if you go to WWE.com and you search Hulk Hogan, there's nothing there. It's completely gone. It's vanished. When you go to the store section, there's nothing. Or if you go to the actual just WWE.com page, there's nothing. I don't know if on the network, if you search Hulk Hogan, if there's anything there, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing on the network. If you know if his stuff is still on the network, leave your comment in the box and let me know. And I know some people are going to mention about, why is Hogan not getting a pass, but Vince McMahon was able to drop the N-word on TV years and years ago? There's a huge difference between that. I don't think it's right for white people to use the N-word at all. That's my personal opinion. But with this situation with Vince, it was more of using it as greeting another person, greeting a friend. That's how I took it when he walked past Booker T in that scene. This situation with Hulk Hogan was just straight up just some racist shit from what I've read. I mean, this is, you know, totally different than with Vince McMahon, you know, so you can't compare the two. Just to put that out there, because I know someone may leave that in the comment box. And you're entitled to your opinions. You know, I'm not trying to lead you to feel one way or the other. I just felt like this was something I wanted to put out there because I'm a fan of wrestling, and I know there's a bunch of you that are subscribed because of the wrestling content. I have a great video, if you've never seen it before, with me and Jake the Snake Roberts. Definitely check that out if you haven't. Also a video with me and Mick Foley, pretty funny. And then another episode with me and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There's tons of other episodes. I'll put a playlist in the description box below. If you haven't seen those episodes, definitely check it out. The Jake the Snake one is really great. I have him sign a pair of Air Jordan snakeskin shoes, and it's pretty cool to watch. Check that out. And there's other content, some comedy episodes to some, you know, other sports I'm talking about, you know, from boxing to basketball to comics and stuff like that, going to Comic Cons and whatnot, to sneaker collecting videos that I have, and much more. Just go to the main page and catch up on all the episodes, and also subscribe if you have not. Leave your comments, let me know your thoughts on this topic. This is basically a discussion video. The floor is open. Leave your thoughts on everything today that I spoke about and what's on your mind when it comes to this situation right here. Thanks for watching today's episode. Everyone have a great weekend. Have a nice day, and we out.
We got all the bottles. We got all the models. Got me feeling like, oh yeah. We want all the money. We want all the moolah. I love my shootouts. Oh yeah. Popping champagne. It ain't a damn thing. You know I got it like, oh yeah. I'm getting to the money. You stupid looking funny. And I'm the champ, bitch.
DJ Joe, you know I love you.
Off the top rope, Randy Savage elbow, but in this case, hit you with the bell like Ricky Steamboat. Ultimate maniacs like Warrior and Papo. Dells worldwide from Tokyo to the Apollo. Y'all follow. We leaders leading the way. Block us, stop you out, take what you got, even your bag. Okay, I reloaded, more shots than money made. Legends never die, living forever. Hit the replay.
We got all the bottles, we got all the models. Got me feeling like, oh yeah. We want all the money, we want all the moolah. I love my shootout.